it's more than just throwing massive, awesome subwoofers in the room. And we know that because we've got one right here. This is one hell of a massive, awesome subwoofer. Though plonking it in the room doesn't equal magic. Rather, we need to actually configure, align, and calibrate the sound so it works perfectly for the right impact in the seat. Now, what is the actual problem with sticking things in the room? Well, the boundaries of the room are barriers for the sound. So the sound bounces off the walls, bounces back, and can collide with each other, causing some big peaks, some knolls. It's a bit like creating waves in a little, home swimming pool. You can see it's really chaotic. It's the same with creating bass waves in a home cinema. So more subwoofers can actually balance out and create better sound, but also more subwoofers can cancel out each other. So you'd think putting more subs in equals good, but actually they can work against each other as well. What we're working on today is actually our C system, our entry level. It's where great cinema really starts, using some amazing Ascendo speakers with the Denon amplifier. And we're doing something a bit different. Rather than loading up the front corners of the room with the two subwoofers, which does create a lot of energy, though unfortunately that wavefront does hit the back wall, flow back, and we do have a major null, a cancellation right through the main seats. Good energy, but we don't have the best response. So what we're moving towards is one sub up front and another sub out towards the back of the room. So now they can kind of push and pull against each other and fill in that gap or avoid that knockout effect. So the Denon systems have, and most or every AVR has calibration, auto calibration built in, but not all of them actually measure and coordinate the timing of that sub over there versus this sub closer to the seats over here. And it's actually getting the time arrival of that bass is going to really change the way that the sound is heard and experienced in the seat. So today we're going to go with a manual approach. We're going to use the Mini DSP. It's a little sound processor which allows us to manually manipulate the timing of the sound. And we can even add a little bit of EQ. We can touch things up, get it really well balanced manually before the auto EQ sees the system. So we're going to kind of get things right and then allow the auto EQ to then manage the bass integration, do some fine tuning, and integrate that into the LCRs, the left, center, right, the front speakers, because that needs to be super cohesive. So Odyssey has some new tricks, so we may find it does a great job. In fact, our Denon has 4 subwoofer outputs. So one would imagine that the Denon really knows how to understand bass management. We haven't really tested that fully. So we're going to go manual approach first, check out the results, and then in next week, we're going to check out how Odyssey actually manages that by itself. Now, the Denon and Marantz do allow for the direct auto EQ or the calibration system as well. I kind of feel bad saying auto EQ because auto EQ kind of has a bad rap. It's been not yielded the best results in the past, though it is a fundamental tool we do use in every system. Trinnov has its optimizer, auto EQ, Storm Audio has direct art, we've got Odyssey, we've got Anthem's ARC system. These are all tools that every integrator do use, but we set the room up accurately and measure manually first. We also then may limit where and how the auto EQ system then applies itself into the room, and we test, verify, measure, and repeat, and listen to make sure we're getting those results every time. So some amazing tools available, but the wrong tool for the wrong job or the wrong tool in the wrong hands can actually cause problems. So we're going to play it safe today. We'll get the Mini DSP set up. Raf's going to get on the tools, do some measurements. We already know that how the room responds, so we already know what we're looking for. It's the beauty of working in our lab, our test, our demo room, because we know what consistencies there are. So we can cut to the chase pretty quick, but we're really going to be testing how the systems manage these anomalies as well. So I hope that's been helpful. So we're going to be working on a dual subsystem today, and then tomorrow night we're getting back into our colossal A-level system. This is a system that competes with IMAX, like Hoyt's Extreme Screen, Eat Your Heart Out, and we'll be running the Ascendo Pro series of subwoofers. We've got 4 Pro 12s, and we have the amazing 32-inch infrasonic sub, and with 5 subwoofers in the room, it's actually really hard to tune. So we've been working on this for a little while. We've been working on some new tools and new strategies, new techniques that we've learned from Jeffrey of Ascendo. And as per usual, software bugs, all sorts of dramas, all sorts of challenges leading up to getting the right measurements to then allow us step by step to get the right results. So tomorrow night we're coming back with a vengeance to find some time to just see how we can get this 5 sub infrasonic system perfectly aligned, absolutely kicking, and integrated in with our A-level audio. And we'll be using the Storm audio with the Dirac Art as the finishing touch once we manually get that all set up. So looking forward to some better bass than ever before. And all of our systems, we've got 3 systems on demo in here, from price points from like 20 grand over 200 grand. It really does showcase what's available, what's possible in a cinema room, and it is available for audition. So if you're in Perth, Western Australia, you're welcome to come in, check it out, see what the fuss is about, see what a professionally designed, engineered and crafted room with a great system can really do. You may just be surprised on how damn desirable it is to get one yourself. So that's it for today. We'll check in again as the showroom evolves, and we'll go a little bit deeper into maybe some how-tos and more behind the scenes and how it is that we're professionally configuring the most advanced bass in home cinema. So we'll check it then.